Hello, everybody. I am now advanced my jewelry to wrapping crystals. It's kind of hard to see because it's bright, but I don't know if I'm going to be selling jewelry, but let me tell you, I fucking love it. I love doing this. Oh, I would love to have like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 like side hustles, just like making money on the side, over here, doing this, doing that. I love being active. It's very important to keep yourself active and doing things. And it's not just about making money. It's, but if you really like doing something and you just use all this material to do it all the time, and then you just got, like, say, for instance, like I really got into making clay, I'll show you. This is one of the first ones I did. I advanced pretty quickly in this ability to do this. Clay. This is the Lonely Mountain from The Hobbit. And, it's not the cheapest thing to make, but it's not expensive. Like, it's if I was really, really going to get into it, it could get expensive. But really what I needed to learn is that you buy the cheaper stuff to build it. I didn't have cheaper stuff, so I used majority of my material to make the fucking statue, to make it. And, if you do something like this, and there's nothing wrong with trying to sell it. It's like it's not that you're trying to make $1 million, because that's not what it's about. But it's like, at least, you can kind of bring back in the money that it costs to do the hobby, still working full time or whatever, Like, I definitely eventually want to do tarot cards as well. Like, I love designing that deck. I've got 2 decks that I've done. I love doing it. Like, but is it going to make me a millionaire? No, but it's just fun. Not everything has to go somewhere and make a whole bunch of money. Like, not everything. Things can just stay small because you enjoy doing them, Don't lose hope, my son. This is the last love. Every night you would lay low. It's gonna feel so good to let it go. Oh man, if there's this band, they're called Brand New. They're one of my favorite bands in the world. Maybe you should listen to them. I got my sister into listening to them pretty quickly. They're a really good band. She's playing Nintendo right now and listening to them, and I know a Brand New song when I hear it through the door. Okay, so this is a little bit of a weird message. It's not that it's weird. It's a little... my hair is so greasy. Oh, it's so greasy. Oh my God, I gotta put it down though. It's bothering me. Oh, there's pine needles in it. God, I gotta have a shower after this reading. Look at my hair. Gross. What is going on? It seems like... Okay, so what I'm getting is, I think somebody has done a lot of work to, like, I'm talking like fight, kind of like fight for your life kind of thing, to reveal that somebody has been invaded by something. Like, I feel like somebody had to take a really kind of like step back from their life to expose somebody. Okay, because somebody has been body snatched. And which means either there's, I don't know if you've seen Invasion of the Body Snatchers or not, but like these people, this plant thing that gets them, it turns itself into them. It's really weird, but the person has to be sleeping while this other thing like doppelgangs them and like doubles them, right? And you have to like call it out that like, that's not you, that's something else. It's a really weird movie. I actually didn't even get through it. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of turned it off. It was like, I mean, it wasn't the best movie in the world, I guess. I don't know. I turned it off. Watch it if you want to, but what I'm getting is that somebody has been wearing a mask, okay? And the mask has been fake, okay? It's represented by Jason's mother here, but it's in reverse. So many of these cards came in reverse, and I just can't help but feel that a lot of these things are going in reverse now. And it's like, I feel like somebody's intention with you or someone's feelings for you were expressed in a way, but never, like, that's not, like, however way this person expressed themselves towards you, it's not actually how they felt towards you. So it's like a mother trying to say that she was a mother and she cared about you and she loved you, but she left you alone majority of your life. How does that equal love? Right? It's like something like that. It's like, and the time has come because somebody has been very confused. They've been, I think, almost overworking themselves. They feel like they are responsible for everything. They feel like they've had to fight really, really, really hard for something, and it's been all fake. This mother has never loved them. This father's never loved them. This person that is represented by Jason and his mother, it's fake, you know, like she pretends, it's not that she's pretending to be her son, but she's like, she's purely schizophrenic. Like, she's talking to him. She's basically avenging him and what happened to him, right, through all these other people. And I feel like maybe, you know, maybe there was like a parent that, you know, really, really narcissistic here. Like, I mean, now I'm getting, Belko and his mother from, I don't know if you've ever seen the series The Killing, but Belko lives with his mom. He's like a fucking like 30 some odd year old man, lives with his mom, and his mom literally dresses sexual and provocative around him. And he's like doing something in the room, and she's like, Belko, bring me my towel. And she's like naked in the bath, and she constantly humiliates him like that. Like, she wears lingerie walking around the house, and she dresses literally like a whore in front of her son all the time. And that's, you know, she's trying to say she loves him, she cares about him. That is not love. You know, exposing your child to your naked body is not love. It's actually very much the opposite. It's very abusive. It's very, I find, I mean, if it hasn't been done since day one, I mean, I don't think any child should be naked with their parent past, you know, that early stages of toddlerhood. Like, you know, they really shouldn't. That's like, parents can have their bathing suits on. They don't need to have their private parts exposed to their children. You know, getting dressed in front of your child, again, that's harmless. What I'm talking about is sitting there, having your child look at your naked body is not healthy. That's not a healthy thing to do. I don't know if a mother was trying to tell a daughter, this is how a woman looks, right? You know, you're supposed to have breasts and you're supposed to have, like, somebody did something and it went hidden under the radar. Like, it was love. That's abuse on every level. My ex actually said that he used to do his dreadlocks with his son in the shower, And I never asked if they were naked. I'm almost positive that he said that they were naked in the shower doing it, and that's like their father son kind of bonding. And I don't remember if he said they were naked or not. I really don't. And it's bothered me. That has come up now in my psyche now for like a couple of weeks. And I don't know why. Like, I don't talk to that ex. I don't have anything to do with him. I don't even know him anymore. It's been fucking 10 years since I even talked to the guy. I have no idea, but I know the last time I spoke to him, his baby mama had just chopped his son's dreads off because she had this vendetta against him because he broke up with her and he didn't want anything to do with her, and she wanted to break the bond between him and his son. That's what her main intent was, to break that bond, so then that son became a mama's boy again without the energy of the father around, because then his son didn't live with him anymore. So she broke that bond. And I don't know why, like, I mean, I remember telling him that and being like, yo, she is massively trying to traumatize your relationship with your son. He didn't understand what I was saying at the time. But because now, and like, you know, 10 years past, I'm like, for some reason that's been coming up, like, were you naked in the shower with him? Like, it's almost like I wish that I could call and ask him, like, you know, I don't know if it's coming up in like spiritual jail or like spiritual court or something with him. I have no idea. It's just all of a sudden popping up in my mind, like, were you naked with your son in the shower? Because this is coming up to some type of court date now, that maybe somebody's saying he abused his son, or maybe his father is a pedophile. And actually, you know what? When I looked at his father, I hated him. His father moved away from him at a really young age and lived in California, and then recently came back like 15, 20 years later after he ran out of money and went back to his wife. And I remember Shane being so happy that his dad was there. Oh, my dad's home. And then I went and I met this man who had only called my boyfriend in the last 3 years that we were dating, maybe twice on the phone, the entire fucking time. He never talked to I actually thought his father was dead. I had no idea. He never spoke about him. And then all of a sudden he was best friends with his dad. And I remember going over and having dinner with his father, and his father, just everything I did, he was on my ass. Like, you're too loud. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. He wanted me out of his house because he thought his precious little Arizona knickknacks were going to get broken and shit. And I was like, who the fuck does this man think he is? Like, are you kidding me? Bitch. Like, fucking. And I hated him. And Shane he was trying to look for a father figure so badly because his dad had deserted him at such a young age that I went like, his dad gave me the biggest pedophile vibes I'd ever felt in my life. Like, and I never said that out loud. That's the first time I've ever said that out loud. But I remember going around him and being like, you absolutely disgust me. His personality disgusted me. His energy disgusted me. He was disgusting. Everything about him was disgusting. And I know a pedophile when I see one. It's like a radar goes off in me, and I know when someone's dirty. And the thing is that they might not have even ever touched a child, but they've watched it. That is even worse. Honestly, to be a part of it, to want to hurt a child, there is some type of child abuse here. Like, I definitely feel it. There is something going on with nakedness in front of a child. Like, and I mean, oh my God, I watch some of these like kids movies, you know, like the Santa Claus or something like that, or like I forget what the one I watched, anyways, I watched this like half kind of kids movie or whatever for some reason, and they were like, the parents were like in bed, like making out. Oh, Jack Frost. And Jack Frost actually was okay. I remember thinking, okay, might be a little bit too much kissing and jumping on the bed, but that's okay. But there was this other one that really fucking bothered me, and I thought to myself, there is absolutely no reason that is in a child's movie. Absolutely no reason other than to show children to start watching having sex at a very young age. And if that's what somebody did to you, they exposed you to their naked body, i.e. a father to a daughter, right? A daughter to, or a son to a mother, something like that. This is what, or even same sex, it doesn't matter. That level of abuse is psychological. Okay, so you got to think of the levels of abuse, right? There's physical abuse, there's psychological abuse, and then there's, almost like a narcissistic abuse where it's like you don't even really know what's happening. Okay. So there's and I mean, there's probably 100 different more types of abuse, obviously. Right. But you deal with like the main ones, and it's like those narcissistic ones where it's like almost like you don't even know that you're being attacked by somebody, or the ones where you're innocent, and innocent or vulnerable is involved with somebody an adult that's supposed to be taking responsibility for the situation, the one in charge. If the one in charge is at fault, then that's what I feel like that's abuse on like a completely different level. That's abuse on a psychological level that damages people in a completely different way than what a physical abuse would do. Right? Because when it's psychological, it's always there, and it programs you, and it almost grows you in a different way. It's like you grow around the wound when it's psychological. When it's physical, physical is the same way. You grow around the wounds, right? That's the thing, is it doesn't matter. I mean, obviously this abuse is on levels of any other type of abuse. Abuse is abuse. You don't get to get a level 1 or a level 2. Abuse is abuse. It doesn't, at this point in time, I guess, really even matter to spirit. What'd you do? Okay, you abused? Done. Okay, what did you do? You abused? Done. There's not like these little categories like you get 5 years, you get 10 years, you get 20 years. It's like, these motherfuckers are all getting the same sentence from the looks of it. So this person has been wearing this like massive mask in your life, right? And it's because they're the ones that are obsessed with hurting people. Their obsession with whatever this is that wants to hurt other people is like a Phantom of the Opera kind of thing. Like they're going to bring you 5 dungeons down, lock you up, and say, that's love. That's not love. To keep you from everything, to keep you sheltered, to keep you living in trauma, that's not love. That is control. That's control. Somebody wants to control you, and then they take your rights away from you, which is also another violation on their contract already. So this is obviously a violation of a contract beyond, right? Above and beyond abuse, what this person has obviously done. Oh. Okay. What's the time? 17 minutes? 18? Pardon me, I'm a little bit nauseous right now. I have a really bad stomach problem right now. I'm having a massive Crohn's flare up. Which involves me smoking a little bit more weed and eating oatmeal. Which I won't lie, I love oatmeal, so. All right, give me some characteristics of this masked person, please. Hard, long harvest. You got harvest twice here. They obviously can't track you anymore. Lady of the Law in reverse. Yeah, this person broke a lot of laws, and the universe has been tracking them, okay? They're very culty. They could be a part of a cult, so then they believe in what the cult says about how to raise children and how to, expose children at a young age, or systematically subject to blah, 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 There's Polish. So we've got some very, very evil people here. Okay, this Polish card I did because this woman I lived with once was Polish, and she did some of the worst, ridiculous witchcraft I've ever seen in my life just to hurt people that didn't like her because she was a fucking evil bitch. Then we got America, Southern States, and we've got banking and financials in reverse. So the thing is that somehow this had to do with money for them. I don't know how, but this has something to do with their financials. Maybe they pimped you out at a really young age. Maybe they recorded doing things to you at a really young age to benefit. I was watching The Shield last night, and this woman, this granny, makes a sex tape, and her grandson loses his mind. But she made the sex tape to get the grandson out of jail. So, there's the crow. Oh, flying right over the house. That's amazing. Oof. Bless this reading. Right? And this grandson was like gonna go and kill the guy who filmed and directed the movie, and the cops are like, dude, like, it's your grandma. Like, you can't just go around shooting the director. Like, she decided to do it. Like, fucking had nothing to do with you. But now I'm getting that, like somebody easily could have made some money doing something off of you. Blackout rage. This person has a lot of problems. Okay, they've got financial problems. They have rage problems. Now we have the Italian card. We also have the Sammy card, and the Sammy card is gay. They could be a closeted gay. And that's why they've been grooming a child, or they've been grooming somebody that's the same sex as them, right? Maybe they wanted to use a child. Maybe they wanted to fulfill something with the child in order to get some type of sexual gratification. This is fucking gross. Entertainment only. This person just used you. It was entertainment for them, and it ruined your life. Okay? You're moving on to the next chapter. They are going down. Okay? They are going down for what they did. This is a very controlling woman, okay? Queen of Pentacles, in a very bad way. This person's watching too much, okay? And they're controlling the situation too much. You were left out, couldn't make any decisions for yourself. Okay, this High Priestess is in reverse. She does not know what she's talking about. She does not know what she's doing. This is obviously a very evil woman, okay, that did something to somebody and used her body, and she put on a mask and then said that it was love, okay? This person has no idea what they were doing, okay? And they fucked with their child. So this is some type of, awful pedophile kind of person, or groomer kind of person. They harmed you in a lot of ways, okay? And they could have said, this is our happy time. This is when we come together and we do happy things. So you didn't actually really know what happy was, because happy to her was like fondling her tits or something like that, right? This person is going to war. Okay, their next chapter has something to do with war. Okay, their stability, if they have a house or they have a good job or something, their stability is going to be taken from them. Okay, because this person is so dangerous, I feel like they could have a heart attack. They could just suddenly die. I think there's going to be an attack on them. I think they're going to be attacked for what they've done. Yeah, in your veins. Yeah, this is definitely apparent. They put some type of target on your back. And that's really disgusting. Oh, what are we at now? 24. Like, this person, I really want to get out of this energy. This is awful fucking energy to be in. So, really what the universe is saying is I think maybe you want to know what's going to happen to this person, and they are not going to a good place. Okay, whatever this next phase is for them that has something to do with war, I just heard they're not going to make it out alive. So they're going into something. They're going to have to fight for something. And maybe that's the whole broken heart thing, shocking attack. They could have a heart attack and then they go into the hospital, and that's where their war begins, to fight for their life, and they can't. Right? Maybe something like that. I mean, this person's true colors have shown now. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if maybe they fucking admitted something to somebody, or they said something to somebody, right? But they've been exposed. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it, okay? This is a pretty deep message, and I wouldn't imagine it's going to just resonate with anybody. So, you know, take some advice if you need some. Leave what you can at the door. Always remember, these are collective. They're not personal, so be as general as possible. For personal readings, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. If not, enjoy the channel. A lot of things going on. Monthly subscriptions, $4.99. We're going to do a reading for that today. I meant to do one yesterday, but I got caught up doing something else that was really awesome. So that's just what happened. So I'm going to do that today. So, yeah. You know, thanks for everything. Thanks for the comments and the emails and letting me know that it affirms in your life. And that's it. Peace out. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Word to your mothers.